Alright, thank you all for coming this afternoon. Of course, my name is Krista White, and I am going to inform you all of what I feel is a disturbing issue in our country, child abuse. Published Friday, October 17th, 2008, in the New Democrat and Leader, the online version. A child's safety is an adult's job. We make sure children wear seatbelts, we walk them across busy streets, and we store toxic household cleaners out of reach. So why then would we leave the job of preventing child abuse solely to the children? More than 1 million children are confirmed each year as victims of child abuse and neglect. This here is a diagram showing the trouble injuries that we should be suspicious of in the children we come into contact with. Every day, at least 3 of those children die as a result of abuse and neglect. Today, I'd like to show you how we can all work together to help prevent child abuse and explain to you the types to look for. So what are the types of child abuse? They are divided into 4 groups: physical abuse, neglect, sexual abuse, and emotional maltreatment, but are more commonly found in combinations rather than alone. Physical abuse is categorized by being caused by any burning, kicking, punching, biting, twisting, shaking, or hitting a child. Neglect is categorized by chronic failure to provide adequately for a child, such as being abandoned or homeless, malnourished, or being deprived from any necessary medical care. Sexual abuse is categorized by any inappropriate exposure or subjecting a child to sexual contact, activity, or behavior. Shockingly, 62% of all females are sexually abused by the age of 18, 31% of all males. For you, my audience, I printed off a list of sexual offenders in our area that you may want to flip through. And I also emailed my Idaho audience information on their sex offenders as well. The last, but certainly not least type of child abuse is emotional maltreatment. It is categorized by any abuse that involves words or actions. Abusers constantly reject, ignore, belittle, dominate, and criticize their victims. Now I'd like to show you all some pictures that I have on the screen over here from the online version 1977 article of Hustler magazine. It is a little outdated, but I feel it still depicts what child abuse is today. The first photo shows a child that was burned by cigarettes by a father who had the same abuse done to him. The second, a baby that was scalded with hot milk because his parents thought it was necessary for the salvation of his soul. The third shows results of a boy that was tied to a bed because of bedwetting. And the fourth shows the results of a child that has been beaten. And the fifth shows a toddler boy that was punched in the face by his own father. So, what can we do to prevent this horrible child abuse? Luckily, we do have national programs such as the Child Help USA and local Idaho programs such as the Idaho Care Line that we can turn to if we have any suspicions. Child Help USA can be reached nationally at 1-800-A-CHILD, and the Idaho Care Line information is in the brochure that I emailed all of you in Idaho. There are also things that we can do ourselves that I have a list of right here. The first, being a nurturing parent. Second, help a friend, neighbor, or relative. Third, help yourself. Take a time out. Fourth, if your baby cries, never shake them. Fifth, getting involved to develop services in your community to meet the needs of healthy families. The sixth, help to develop parenting resources at your local library. The seventh, promote programs in school that help keep your children safe. Eighth, volunteer at a local child abuse prevention program. Then monitor your child's TV and video viewing and report any suspected abuse or neglect. Unfortunately, child abuse is a bigger problem than we may have expected. It kills 3 children a day, but we can all help in improving, or better yet, preventing this. So look for the signs and report any suspicions you may have. These are innocent children's lives that we are talking about here. So do your part and save a child's life.